BTW Brand Houston, any thoughts on the likely cost-cutting measures companies will take and are taking to gut their workforce? How bad will it be this time? Yeah. It seems like a lot of the cost-cutting is keeping up with the Joneses. So if you are a middle to big tech company, right? And you see the really, really, really big A-lister tech companies cutting jobs. You see Amazon and Microsoft and Apple and Twitter and Adobe and like these huge companies cut jobs, thousands of them. And you're at a company and you're a billionaire business owner, but you're not quite the A-lister. You know, you're a company that's middle ground, like an Atlassian or whatever. You can be like, oh man, all my rich buddies got to fire some people, so maybe I should fire some people. And then I can talk about how hard it was to fire people. And I can get some sympathy. He's like, oh, I'm so sorry I had to lay people off. This sucks. Being a CEO really sucks. That's the feeling I get that's happening right now, is that like it's almost like hip to like be into layoffs right now. Like layoffs are in, baby. That's the feeling I get for a lot of these layoffs. It's not necessarily like these jobs weren't useful. It's more like, oh, we should lay some people off because that's what you do. But at the same time, they're, you know, oh, we're going to devote $100 billion to stock buybacks. Okay. So you're going to buy back stock and you're going to lay off thousands of workers to do that. But also you will not be able to grow your company because growth requires the employees who are able to grow, right? So I think it's all short-sighted, short-term. You want to release a new product? Cool. You need the people to do that. If you fire them, they can't release new products. You know, to expand your services? Awesome. You expand your services, you get more income. But if you fire everyone, you can't expand your services. That's kind of the issue. Like, if the company's losing money, yeah, you gotta lay some people off because they're redundant, right? But if you're still in a growth industry that's making record amounts of profit, why are you cutting jobs when you can grow more and make even more money? I don't know. I mean, granted, Facebook did spend $36 billion trying to create the metaverse, which was just a giant calamitous disaster that no one used and no one wanted and no one asked for. So yeah, they got to lay off a bunch of people there and go back to their core business, which is creating viral nonsense for your grandma to share. How much Facebook dropped the ball is incredible to me. Absolutely incredible. Like, they really were about to rule the world, and then all of a sudden Mark Zuckerberg was like, oh, let's sell your data to a bunch of Russian spies and then make me's play workplace simulator. I don't really understand why. Mark, you should just called me, told me your idea, and I've been like, no, absolutely not. No. Unless I would have saved you $36 billion and your market cap would be bigger than ever. So just give me a call next time, man. No one wants a workplace simulator. They don't want to go to work to begin with. They love working from home. They don't want to pretend like they're in the office because, well, then you have to be in the office. So don't. Daphne, I say we ban shorting period for everyone. Yes. And ban lobbyists. Even better. Brown says, I'm seeing businesses raise their prices because they can, but they are also getting their user base at fast rate and not realizing those people won't come back when they find alternatives. Yeah, that's the thermocline of trust right there. Once you lose someone and they like are fed up with you, they oftentimes don't come back. So you don't want to burn your bridges. I remember, so my grandfather, he at one time was like moneyed. He had a bunch of land in Miami. The combination of a huge hurricane slash the Great Depression wiped everything out. But back then he was best friends with J.C. Penney, like the J.C. Penney. And so he was like a family. I never met the guy. They're long dead. My grandfather died before I was born. But like my dad knew J.C. Penney as a result of his friendship with my grandfather. And I remember this was 30 years ago, my mom having a conniption because she had a J.C. Penney credit card. And she'd use it for like when we got to school shopping or whatever. She put on a J.C. Penney credit card. And she had purchased school clothes. I was maybe like fourth or fifth grade at the time. Purchased school clothes, made the payment, and then creditors from JCPenney started calling, begging, saying you have to pay us more. She's like, but I paid. I took care of it. And they're like, how dare you? You knew it was money, and they started hounding her. She's like, there's nothing left. I don't have anything to pay. And so she like closed her card and like cursed them. And we were no longer allowed to go to JCPenney. Couldn't shop there, couldn't do anything. We were never going to use their business again because they pissed her off enough that she was over it. And this is like a giant corporation that was founded by like a family friend, and they made it so uncomfortable for my mom to be their customer that she never went to them again. And all of a sudden, like the next year, they were like in Chapter 11, closing stores, all this stuff. So it doesn't take much to like really turn off a customer to the point where they'll never use you again. Humans hold grudges. We are really good at it. We hold some grudges for thousands of years. They're passed down from father to son and so on. And some of them make no sense because of whatever happened 2,000 years ago don't make no sense. Hatfields and McCoys, whatever. And you break that thermocline of trust, someone will make it their life's mission to see you ruined out of just spite. Like, how dare you inconvenience me that way? I'm going to badmouth you to everybody I know. I'm going to write letters to the editor. I'm going to pick it outside your store. I'm going to be the biggest pain in your ass you've ever had in your entire life. To the point where everyone's like, yeah, I'm just not going to go to JCPenney anymore. So it's not hard to alienate those people. Not hard at all. But it is so much easier to make your money off a few customers than have to have like 1 million customers to make your money off of and sell things at a 9% profit. It's just so much easier with like 1 million customers, or sorry, with like 6 customers than it is with 1 million customers.